These are just real simple ingredients. This is pretty much the same ingredients needed for the butter crust that we did at the beginning. So we're going to do that, and then we need a little bit more of salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to eye that. Because our dorm doesn't have a 1/4 teaspoon salt. So as you can see, this is very, very easy to make. And then we're going to need 4 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to cut that right here. Perfect. And then we're going to do a similar thing that we did with the butter crust. In that we're going to just grab a fork. That's our pie blender. And mix it up again. It's really key that you don't melt the butter in the microwave before you do this. You want it at room temperature so that the fork can pierce through it, but you don't want to make it a liquid because then you don't get the right texture for the crumble topping. Alright, so it's looking good. This is my favorite. This is a really good dish to make in the fall, especially, just as the cold is coming in. It's good for summer too, but particularly fall when the apples are really good. The best is if you can go to an orchard and if you can get fresh apples, that makes it even better. And there's not really a limit to how many apples you can put in. If you like more, then put in some more. The recipe calls for about 4 cups of apples, but you can put in more or less accordingly, and you can mix your types of apples. You can just get really creative, do whatever you want. You can also make the same recipe. You don't have to use apples. You could use peaches. You could use any, like nectarines, anything. Okay, so this looks about the right consistency that you're going to want for the streusel. Okay, and then we're going to need a glass baking dish. So we're going to have to see what our dorm has here for that. Okay, all right. We have some down here. Okay, and you would really, in a perfect world, need a 9 by 12. This isn't quite that, but this is all we have for right now, so we're going to be using this. But a glass one is the best, and all you do is take the crust that you made in the beginning, and it's going to be something, it's going to have a kind of a doughy mixture, especially with the butter. So you just pop it all in there, and then it's going to become just a little butter crust that you can pat down to the bottom of the pan. And with the 9 by 12, it's not going to be as thick a crust as this is, so you're really going to have to just push it, and it'll be really thin, but don't worry, that's how it's meant to be. Okay, so we're just going to pat that in. Now the second step is to add the apples. They've liquidized here, they've gotten all the juices, have soaked up the sugar, and they smell wonderful. You're going to want to core and peel them beforehand, before you chop them up. It makes it a lot easier. And I'm just going to put those in there. This looks beautiful. Okay. And we're just going to get oh dear. Okay, we're having technical difficulty. We got some crap in here. Okay. Oh my good gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, the second thing, once these are all on there, then we're gonna take the streusel. I have a case of the giggles right now. We're gonna take the streusel, and then you just grab it with your hand, and just literally just kind of douse it on top. It doesn't matter if there's still butter chunks, it's all gonna melt when you cook it in the oven. So just drop it all. Make sure it's mixed really well. This could have been mixed just a little bit longer, so I'll just do this. Okay, and as I said before, with the 9x12 baking dish, you're not going to have this much streusel, so it'll be spread out a little bit better than this. But this is just going to be your crumbly top that you're going to have on top. And there we go, we've got it on both sides. And now we're done with the prep. It was that quick. I'd say that took less than 10 minutes. And it's gonna go in your oven for 40 to 45 minutes. When the top starts getting brown, then you're gonna be taking it out. So put it in for 40 to 45 minutes, and it's gonna bake at 350. So you have the oven all nice and warm in here. And we're just gonna let it go. So thank you very much, and that is apple streusel in under 10 minutes and under $10.